Hello boys and girls, this is your captain speaking. Thank you for flying with Childcare.
I just thought I'd come live quickly. Just had an amazing Facebook live with some amazing people. So I thought I'd come on here and spread the good vibes and see how everyone is doing tonight. Ever so quickly. I think I'm going to give you guys about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Any questions? Childcare related questions, guys? Anything? This is just a test. I normally come live when I'm at work. I don't ever come live by myself, but you know, change is good. So I thought I'd come on for the next 15, 20 minutes, see if anyone's got any questions regarding me and my work and things of that nature, and take it from there. I'm not sure if you all heard the Facebook Live I just had now for Wellbeing Week. What kind of setting am I in? I'm not an early years practitioner, I used to be. So I now nanny, babysit and offer parent consultancy. So I work in households now, Lauren _W91. I did used to work in a children's centre, private nurseries, and I also worked in Montessori nurseries as well over the last 13 years. I think I was working in nurseries for about 12 years. 13 years, holding 12, 13 years, something like that. Yeah, I enjoyed it, man, and that's why I learnt what I learnt. That's why I learnt my practice, working in nurseries and with families. Go for it, Cobbs. What are you waiting for? Go for it. Literally, go for it. Nothing's stopping you. Work for me during COVID, it's been up and down, but it's given me time to myself. Time to rethink things, time to plan, time to put more things in place work-wise, and time to sort out business. So I've been grateful. It's been a what's the word I'm looking for? It's been a I can't think of the word. It's been a blessing in disguise, because as much as there's been a lot of bad happening, I've tried my best to turn negatives into positives. So I've used the time off from working to do quite a lot. So I'm back in business now slowly, and got terms and conditions and safeguarding policies, and that's all in place. Kate. Lauren, I'm not sure who you're talking about, sir. It's not sir. Oops, so sorry, you're not a sir. I'm not sure who you're talking about. How's COVID been treating you all? Talk to me, man. Oh, thank you, Colby. I tried my best. I met Kate via social media. She does some amazing work in early years herself, and we connected that way, and we've just been networking and doing some great stuff together on the socials, blogs, not blogs, but podcasts, etc. Conversations around well-being and childcare and early years. Thank you, Colby. I just be myself. That's what I can be in this universe. Is myself, literally. So. But thank you. Extremely grateful for your kind words. Oh, so Lauren, are you a nursery practitioner, earliest practitioner, sorry, yourself? I know I'm wearing pink today, guys, you know, because men wear pink too. I'm wearing pink indoors as well, you know, you just got to sometimes spruce up for the house. Yeah, because, you know, when you're working, you end up not doing the paperwork side of stuff, especially if you run your own kind of business, whether you're a nail technician, hairdresser, a nanny, childminder. You're working so much, making money, which is good, but then you're not actually got the back end sorted out. So, like, now, if I get questioned, I've got paperwork. I've got children's emergency contact details at hand, parents' details at hand, updated details about me, passports, T's and C's, all of that nature, which I think personally most businesses should have. I think most businesses, if you're self-employed and run your own little service, whatever the service is, you should have some kind of T's and C's and protocol that you go by to get taken seriously as well. And just to safeguard yourself, no matter what kind of work you're in. Hey David, I have a lot of energy right now, David, so I thought I'll come on the live quickly and answer some questions. Guys, follow David Khan. He's a children's author. He made a book called Uma, an amazing children's book, an amazing resource as well. How did I become a nanny? From working in nurseries and babysitting children from nurseries. So I started when I was like 19, and then I was babysitting and nanny and a nursery teacher as well. And then I went self-employed. I would say I went self-employed 2.5 years ago now, 3 years ago. But Childcare actually got registered as a business like 10 years ago. But I've been nannying for about 13 years, but I've been working self-employed for about 3. And what inspired me was from working in nurseries. Daddy Daycare inspired me a lot because I loved that film. And like Mrs. Doubtfire inspired me as well. And also just realising that I could support parents in another way other than being a nursery teacher. So like it's still the same kind of work, but you're just in the household, not in the classroom. Hi, early years enrichment. I came on quickly. I got a lot of good energy from the Facebook Live just now, so I thought I'd jump on here. I've got like 10 minutes left, and I thought I'd jump on, answer some questions, read the room, and just test it out. I don't normally come live like this. I'm normally live with the kids when we're just doing activities. Yeah, that, and depending on your age, Colby, Look Who's Talking and Kindergarten Cop. Seeing films like that when I was like 2, 3, 4, like inspired me to actually think, yeah, or not inspired me later in life, and I've watched them again, and I was like, yeah, children are fun. Let me see if I can do this, and I'm here. Hey, Miss Giacometti. I think I said your name right. Welcome to the live. Everybody, welcome. Yeah. I just took stuff from those films, and it was that, and then obviously, yeah. But my story's coming. There's so much more to it as well. Yeah, like Look Who's Talking, Daddy Daycare, Mrs. Doubtfire, Kindergarten Cop, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's the policeman in the nursery. That's hilarious. And seeing films like that, like if you look at it, we had representation as men in childcare in movies from early, but I don't think we really saw it for what it was. But they have kind of like did a lot for me when I look back. Oh, my brother's in the chat. Yo, Jess. Well, go on. Any more questions, guys? I feel like I'm talking to myself, talking to the screen. This is weird. It's the first time doing this, but hey, you know, change is good. We move, as we say, we move. Also, as in regards to the Facebook Live, let me talk about that a little bit. It was speaking about, or we were speaking about well-being and what we do for self-love and what we do and what well-being means to us as individuals and as practitioners and people that work with children, basically. And we kind of had a nice conversation. It's available still on Facebook as well, the actual whole conversation. Oh, thank you, David. And it was very reflective as well. And there's a lot of growth happening in the individuals in the chat. And what it made me realise is that so much of us don't realise how well we've done and what we've come from. Like we've struggled with that a year ago, a month ago, a week ago, and then we've got here, and it's like we don't kind of big ourselves up. So that, as some of the man them say, never small up yourself. And as Jamal said, we look at what we tell our, because sometimes you don't realise how special and how big we really are and what we're doing. And it's not about us, but sometimes we've got to put ourselves first and put ourselves in the spotlight for ourselves to realise I can achieve anything I want to achieve, because I've achieved that already, and I can get more done and get more done and get more done. And that's what I kind of gauged from the conversation today about well-being as well. And also practicing compassion, self-compassion and compassion towards others, so not being scared to tell people you love them, because love for me is a word that has a lot of energy with it, but we kind of scare away from saying, "Oh, dragons, daisies, I love you." Like, but hearing that and being told that does a lot for the soul. So like, I told the kids I love them all the time, like let them know they're loved, and I tell them, especially even when they're angry and upset and they're like struggling with something, I let them know they're loved as well, because we often forget how much we're loved and how much we're adored in our kind of times when we're really, really sad. So I think sometimes we need to remind our loved ones that, you know, you got this. You're good. You're good at what you're doing, man. You're loved, and without patronising them, because obviously you want to hear what you want to hear when you want to hear it. And if you're going through stuff, you don't really want to hear certain things. But we just have to just normalise certain practices just to make people them know that, you know, you're good. Oh, Colombia's in the house. What's the time over there? What's the time over there? Okay, Google, what's the time in Colombia?
The time in Colombia is 14:01.
14:01. So they're like, what? A few hours behind. Yeah, and love shouldn't be conditional. Like, and love isn't about you. It's about your love for others and love for what you're doing and love for what you can do and can't do. If it's about you, it becomes conditional and rather selfish. There's no love, like, self-love, yes, but it's also about what you put out and what you can do for others without wanting back. There shouldn't be no conditions in love, and that goes with anything. Like, you don't feed your kids and tell your children, I'm feeding you, be good. If you're not good, I'm not going to feed you. We're not doing that. So why are we doing that with ourselves as adults? But I'm going to speak on a lot of these things. I think I'm going to do some more lives and have more conversations with you guys. So I'm not going to say too much. Oh, you're in Malta. Okay, you're in the EU. Is the EU even still about? That's another conversation. But hey, how are you? How's Malta? How's the weather? Any more questions? I'm going to give myself, I say, 5 more minutes before I sign out. Any more questions regarding Childcare? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Good night, David. See you soon, man. Yeah, love's a great topic. Like, yeah, love's my thing, man. I think love's all of our things, but I don't think we all tap into it the same way, which is even more beautiful, because we've all got our individual ideas of what love is, which makes it even more precious, because no one's love is the same. It's amazing. Good and sunny. Send us some sun. I'll PayPal you. How much would you like? Send us some sun. Swim. Okay, stop now. You're rubbing it in. Guys, I think we need to go and quarantine in Malta for like 2 weeks and swim. KMT. But yeah, love's beautiful. Love's beautiful, man. Love is beautiful. And I think I'll be speaking more on that. Slowly but surely. On my flight. Oh, it's that with the children. When I was flying with the children, and we went to like 10 countries in an hour. We do that a lot. Now you need to oh, do you have space for everyone in this chat? Guys, we're going to Malta. Miss Jack and Manny, on what flight when I was working? I've not caught a flight in a while. I wish I was on a flight right now. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Basically, okay. You know, we've all got that. All of us in here have families, big or small. And you know, you've got that family member that very nosy, up in your business, and will run and tell someone, "Oh, I saw so and so in Tesco's, and she had a red wig on today," etc. What happened? I was with the kids role playing on Instagram Live, flying away on the airplane on holiday. One of my cousins is in the live watching us, and she's seen it, and then she's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me you was going away." She's gone to the family group chat, and she's like, "Oh, Josh is in the airport on the way to Colombia or wherever I was going," and had my auntie phoning me, and my auntie phoned me and was like, "Oh, why didn't you tell us that you were travelling?" Has it frozen? Has it frozen? No? Yeah? Just that me done. Cool. I think that's